back to another Star Trek Online gameplay episode. So I played as Cheirok a little bit last night, and then I played a little bit as Kulos as well. And I kind of just realized that instead of doing the name of the ship, I think I'm just going to do the name of the person. Because, well, the ship names will change as I acquire a new ship, so so I think when you get to level 10, you get a new ship. So we're going to play as Cheirok for a little bit. And, so yeah, those are kind of fun episodes. So, yeah. We're still going to 30-minute episodes, hour-long, 1 hour-long episodes. They're probably going to be longer. They're going to range anywhere from 30 minutes to a day. Depending on how caught up I get in this game and how long the missions last. Alright, come on, let's go to I need to leave orbit here because I'm going to be flooded. There we go. So I have acquired a new ship. It does not have the bird on the bottom, which I wish it did. But, you know, bird did look cool, but that's fine, whatever. And hello there, thank you for joining. So maybe... Alright, there's right. Alright, now we're going to go meet with the Federation, the Klingons, and the Tal Shiar. Let's see if we can make peace. Over the Tal Shiar make peace. Federation might. Federation will most likely want to make peace. However, the Klingons may or may not want to make peace. I mean, I'm just going on with history. Let's see. Orbit.
This place has some bad blood. Back in 2346, the Romulan military launched a massive attack that slaughtered all the Klingon colonists here and took the planet. The Klingons took it back in the chaos after Shinzon's rebellion. This is the first time since then that they've allowed Romulans to be here. We should be careful. The Klingons aren't going to be in a great mood. Just having us here will be a reminder of what's happened. Datan is waiting for us with the rest of the Romulan diplomats in the Hall of Conquest.
Alright, let's go meet Datan. So we're gonna walk everywhere, we're not gonna run. Let's get a bearing for a minute. So we need to go to the left one. Was that right one? Oh, that's I don't know. Okay, well, that's weird. And then that one again. And then I don't know. So we're on the left, to the right, and then to the left. I guess we can run. I guess it really doesn't matter. I don't want to. I see a bunch of Klingons. Just like start walking. If it's walking too big with Klingons, I don't want to. You know, everyone sort of warrior. That'd be really, really bad.
I wonder what it takes to be put in the Gallery of Honor.
Sounds like it. Whoa. Let's blast through that. I'm not entirely sure what was going on there. That was weird. Let's hurry up.
Chamber of Conquest. Let's hope one day the Klingons turn their attention to the Tal Shiar.
It's good to see a friendly face. The air here is a bit tense right now. I need to stay here and prepare for Empress Seela's arrival, which I'm sure will not be pleasant. Could you speak with the Klingon and Federation delegations? See what they're thinking. Get a feel for how the negotiations will go, and most importantly, try to convince them of our sincerity. Both of them want to learn more about Romulan technology, and they're willing to do a great deal for us to acquire it. We will have to be careful not to get dragged into their war, however. We are already dealing with the Tal Shiar, and that is more than enough. I believe both of them see us as a potential resource. While I'm not terribly happy about that, it is a way to get them to assist us. And until we are established on a world of our own, we need their help.
I understand. What can I do to help? And I'm trying to like read the dialogue, and that's it. So
We're still working on an agreement, but an initial proposal is on the table. The Federation and Klingons will help us establish New Romulus, as long as they can set up embassies on the planet. They wish to use this as a chance to acquire Romulan technology and Romulan allies. We need assistance to create a new world. It's a give and take, one that will hopefully work. You can start by speaking with some of the delegates from the Klingon Empire and the Federation. Just because an initial proposal has been presented does not mean the conference is over. Far from it. Any information you can get me about what they're thinking will help when it comes time to present our case.
Alright. Tobin, what do you think?
I think we should do whatever we can to stop the Tal Shiar. If that means making an alliance with Starfleet or the Klingons, fine with me. I would be worried about us getting dragged into their war, but I expect that they're both more interested in our cloaking designs than our people. I say we go with whoever is most willing and able to help us against the Tal Shiar. That's all that really matters.
We must be careful not to let vengeance blind us in our attempts for freedom. In the meantime, I would ask you to speak with delegates from the Klingon Empire and the Federation. Just because an initial proposal has been presented does not mean the conference is over. Far from it. Any information you can get me about what they're thinking will help when it comes time to present our case.
I'll do what I can. I guess I figure out where they're at. Are they? Well, look at this. Klingons gonna get. Okay, so I'm feeling that's gonna be Klingon. That's gonna be Federation. Okay, so turn around. Better hurry up before.
Hall of Heroes. They're probably Klingon heroes who killed Romulans.
What? Okay, stop! Get out of the way! Oh my god, stop! This guy's going in.
I understand their stance, but still, there are issues. The would-be Romulan Republic is weak and fractured. How could an alliance benefit us? What do you have to offer the Empire?
Ah, 1d10 follow. Greetings. I'm Ambassador Stas. Representative of the Klingon Empire. I'm curious, what exactly does the group have to offer the Klingons and allegiance? Titan is no warrior, and Klingon politics have little in common with Romulan machinations. Titan's group are survivors. They'll fight the Tal Shiar day and night. Now we fight the Tal Shiar.
Nothing is impossible.
You do have a point. The fact that you survived this strong enough to tell Cheirok says something about your people. However, it does not say whether or not you are in the right in this civil war of yours, or if this is just an elaborate Romulan plot. We shall see just how trustworthy you are in the days to come. You will see the truth of our words soon enough. Alright, now we gotta... For some reason I'm thinking, like, how do we... Okay, so I guess...
Death to the enemies of the Empire!
His mouth didn't even move there. Okay, diplomacy makes for thirsty work. The Federation ambassador can't hold his feet together for more than a minute. The Vulcan just stares daggers at everyone. Half my delegation are a breath away from ripping into the star flitters like rampaging tarts, and we're all stuck in here with you backstabbing greenbloods. Did I offend you? Get used to it. We don't have a reason to trust you yet, and I don't know if we ever will. Maybe I could help you with the thirst. No, don't. No. I hate this guy follows me around, like, he literally follows me around everywhere. It's really getting on my nerves. Dang it. Okay, so I guess we can't mingle with the clean ventilation in the Hall of Heroes. Wait. Am I really... Wait, where's the cup? I'm not holding anymore. This is like really... Hmm? Ah, good one. At least you have some manners. Let's know that you all aren't as bad as the stories say. What are your thoughts on the peace treaty?
We are Klingon.
Oh, no shit. Okay. Bah. You don't even respond to an insult. It's like you're on your best behavior. Since you're being diplomatic, I suppose it could be said that you people may not be entirely worthless. But just because you know when to bring a Klingon a drink does not mean we are friends. We keep an eye on you and your kind. Very well.
Klingons don't seem too thrilled with the idea of being allies. Maybe we'll have better luck with the Federation.
Let's see what we can do. Federation, but you I don't know why we didn't go to the Federation first. Yeah, all in there. Yes, whatever. I think the Star Wars names Ajira, Sakahara, to me. Wait, this door. You have brought a weapon. It's like, haha. How do I mingle with people in the hall? It makes no sense.
I represent the Federation.
No, shit, really. I wish that they could just read it, like, really. Whatever, alright. One of our new potential allies. I am Jiro Sugihara, representative of the Federation Diplomatic Corps. Let's talk, shall we? Yes, I love chat. Now please don't take the cool reactions of some of my colleagues as an indication of how the whole of the Federation feels. There is a history between our two governments, but I believe with some work we can all come to a peaceful agreement. Don't you agree? I was hoping we Of course you do. Of course. Why else would you and other fine and forward-thinking Romulans such as D10 be present here at this conference? I like to think of all of us, Federation, Klingon, and Romulan alike, as engineers, building bridges to a newer, brighter future, or architects designing the vital, load-bearing structures upon which we might build vital cooperation efforts. But before we get to the window dressing, of course, you know where we must begin. Yes, we can start. Yeah, it's gotten really interrupting me. Why, with the foundations, we need that, of course. While there's something we cannot achieve, we are able to continue to sit down and discuss our differences, and bit by bit, measure by measure, work through them and learn from one another. We must start fresh. So, as one potential friend or another, and I ask entirely as a personal question, how do you feel about reunification? I know there are a lot of people in the Federation still opposed to it, but I am certain that if we simply sit down together and discuss the issue rationally, we can come to see that reunification is a wonderful idea, isn't it? Bringing long-lost brothers back and mending hurts from so long ago. Really, that's what the Romulans and Vulcans are, don't you think? A family divided. It's a shame. I think of my daughter. She's a lovely girl. Takes after her mother in many respects. She's on majority now, but I love seeing her as much as possible. I can imagine how dreadful being separated from her would be, but that's what Romulans and Vulcans must feel all the time. Well, Vulcans hide their emotions, so I don't think they really feel like it. So I believe that reunification should happen as soon as possible. Imagine all the wounds would heal. The pain that would go away. This guy talks a long time. Well, I can hear the damn dialogue. It's really annoying. Okay, that would only be the start. If Vulcans and Romulans could find peace, why not peace with Klingons and the Harrigan? It would be a wake-up call to all races that peace, prosperity, and unity are all possible. Our Federation has its problems, but we've learned to live and work together. There's no reason we all can't do so. Yes, I do. If you'll excuse me. Okay, they call it. And hopefully, she will be
Your
a little
logic is flawed.
Okay. I know your kind too well to ever trust what you say. I will not be taken in by attempts to be disarming. I'm not to be killed by the Dallas. My kind? The kind that's sent on? No, I know why she's here because the Federation won't ask her to be here. My kind? The kind that's hunted and killed by the Dallas. It is yet to be determined if anyone is being hunted. If that is the case, Starfleet will take the appropriate action within the bounds of the Prime Directive. I have spent more than 3 decades defending the Federation from Romulan plots. I have seen all the tricks, the deceptions, all the treachery that is born hubris. Romulans believe they are superior to all other species. That is incorrect. It would take a great deal of effort to deceive me. I do not suggest that you try. This isn't a trap, Admiral. You will see. Okay, turn the downloaders. Port to D10 and then turn the downloads. Whee!
Jolan True, what do you have to report? There's doubt everywhere. We will have to be careful not to—
This conference is a farce.
Sela!
You're not trying to found a settlement. You're rebelling against your sovereign. You're stirring up dissent with your wild stories of mysterious aliens and colony attacks.
Wild stories?
Until now, I gave your little movement some leeway because I thought I could convince you to see the error of your ways. This ridiculous conference shows me I've been far too forgiving.
You? How could you?
Tovin! That's enough! You two, please leave this to Tamara and me.
Wait, why don't the lips move? And that's annoying. The lips just moving now. They don't. Just...
Unbelievable. How can that woman stand there and deny everything? If you ask me, the only thing worse than the tall Shi'ar is the politician who lies for them. There should be no allegiance with such... Hold on. I'm getting a message from the ship.
Let me tap on the tell Cheirok.
Keep picking up odd ships on sensors. Ships that match the one we scanned back when the colony was destroyed. Good. Now they'll have to deal with us, the Klingons, and the Federation.
RW Teresis. Inform the Klingons they have an uninvited guest.
We're gonna need a new plan.
Cheirok, the Klingon command base has ordered us to remain in orbit and leave the defense to them. However, I'm certain that the singularity signature I'm detecting is the same ship that was in orbit or Baronet during the attack. This could be the person responsible for constructing the colony. Do we investigate, despite the Klingons' objections? Yeah. Because, I mean, like, quite honestly, it didn't end too well for us, so we're gonna help them defend. We're gonna help them defend. We need to help them defend because we were in alliance with them. And plus, this sort of thing to do. You know, we can't let the...
I'm picking up multiple anomalies in the area, but the Klingons are still ignoring them. We should investigate them, and be prepared for whatever happens. Keep an eye out for Klingon ships. If any hostiles appear, they'll show up too. If we're lucky, we'll target the enemy and not us.
Very well. Let's go.
The Alachi were hiding the tall Shi'ar ship.
The Empire!
Threat. I'm General as Captain of IKSK. Prove yourself in battle against one of these ships. I will ensure that you will survive to prove yourself again. I was first uncover the alien and dine with the Klingon Empire. Now I shall be the first to combat this new alien threat. To battle! Agreed. We will send you the data we have on the Alachi. I'm actually gonna follow up on that. I'm gonna wait. And my shield is not.
not surprised that you were the one who discovered us. I'm quite happy you did, though. Now I have a chance to rectify the mistakes of Gasco Station. Captain Gerard, you have no place in this fight between us. This is a Romulan affair.
Captain Gerard.
Crush your dogs! This is Klingon space!
Colonel Keeve, you came into southern Klingon territory with hostile intent. You brought these aliens into our space. Now you have the unimitated gal to try to give orders for Klingon warrior. This is not a Romulan affair anymore, Colonel. You have insulted me and you will pay the price. Never insult the Klingon, Keeve.
I don't care if you have 100 Klingon ships. You will not stop me.
We'll see.
Ship is under attack.
That's 7%. Wait, where's the Klingon ship? Why is there
It's been a pleasure, Commander. But my work here is complete. I will deal with you another time. For the Empire.
You fought well, Centurion. You will learn Colonel Keeve's attack on my vessel that I can promise you. I'll also tell them of your abilities in battle. However, Keeve did not die, so I cannot rule out the possibility that this was all a Romulan trick. My ship will continue to patrol the area. I should return to the conference. Thank you, Captain.
Keeve beamed something down to the surface before he warped. I think... Yes, we're getting confirmation. He beamed explosives down to Kittimer. We've got to get down there and disarm them before anyone finds out. Even a hint of a problem like this, and the conference will be shut down. We'll lose our best chance for colonization.
Beam down, let's go.
I'm not afraid.
Cheirok, what is your status? I'm in the Hall of Heroes now and things are underway. You know the situation with the LIG? Yes, but I keep putting down explosives into the hall. This is not good. It would be too easy for any servants to be blaming on us. And the Kiev knows it. I'll start searching the Hall of Heroes. Contact me once you've found all the explosives on your end. I'll do my best to discreetly look for anything amiss over here. Make sure the Klingons do not find the bombs first. If they do, there's a good chance we'll see one another soon in jail cell. I'll handle it.
Enemy targets on sensors.
The tall Shi'ar had spies here the entire time.
There's a little bit of hostile intentions on the go. Keep the explosives. Good, that's the relief. Found a bomb in one of the statues in the back of the hall. I should be able to confirm that these devices were made by Tashiar once the company is over. There'll be more proof they cannot be trusted. Not only come inside the conference, the Klingons are about to speak. It should be interesting to hear what they have to say. We're on our way.
In conclusion, think about how many times we have been fooled by Romulans. Sela already sent the Tal Shi'ar to attack us here. Who is to say Datan is not part of her plan?
Hey,
We
what's
must
it's
not
in
allow
there?
this alliance to happen. Kiev. Treacherous Greenblood, what do you think you're doing? Back! What? What are you? Remember this! He gave his life for me, for a Klingon.
Greetings from the United Federation of Planets.
I should have talked to that earlier. Too much sacrifice will be murdered. I promise you that. Personally, I've never liked the Tal Shi'ar, but we, the diplomatic corps, are always committed to trying to find peaceful solutions first. But, okay. But we can help you in your fight to bring justice to the Tal Shi'ar if you'll accept our assistance. We know you have much to do to build a new home world and for your people. The Federation wants to be your ally in everything. I appreciate your words.
He gave his life for me, for a Klingon.
To your dad is honor. When my time comes, I can do the same. The sacrifice showed me that we have a common enemy. The blood in your veins may be green, but your fight for your people with the courage of a Klingon. I would be proud to give my aid to you and them. We will hunt the Tal Shiar like the dogs they are. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Is this the last person? Okay.
Tamer's death will not be in vain. Now we have the opportunity to secure our future. The Federation looks favorably upon our endeavors, but it will take time for them to commit. Now Tamer has shown the Klingons that there is honor and nobility among us. We may not have gotten what we wanted today, but I foresee a day where we will build a home and a life on New Romulus. The next step must be yours. Both Starfleet and the Klingon Defense Force have agreed to take Romulans into their forces. I'd like you to be the first. You will be our eyes, ears, and hands in their fleets. More importantly, you will be our voice. Where you serve is your choice. But wherever you go, always remember that you are Romulan. If you haven't done so already, speak with the representatives of the Federation and the Klingon Empire. Then take some time to think it over. When you are ready, speak with Subcommander Nadell back on the flotilla.
Hello.
Tamer gave his life so that we would be understood by the others. I know I won't forget this. I'm ready to do whatever it takes to take down the Tal Shiar, so I'm with you on this, no matter what. The ship is awaiting our return whenever you're ready. We need to report to Subcommander Nadell and let her know everything that's happened.
Two them up. Where is the wrong one though? I don't know if I'll be able to use my cloaking devices still. I hope. I'll assume I can. Well, let's see. Actually, I'm gonna go with the Klingons because I'm sure other way I can use the cloaking device, which will help considerably. Because okay, I can always go back and do all this if I don't like the decision I made. I think that's it right there. No, that's not. Okay. So, you know, if I don't like the choice I made, I can... I have another character slot, so I can go back and do it again. So, I think I'm gonna go with the Klingons. And then the next turn, I'll go for the Federation to see how it looks. Yeah, I think today I'm gonna go ahead and create another character and do get her point. This point again and go to the Federation. Well, I mean, actually, listen, the Federation does this, you know. Let's see, that. I mean.
Welcome back. I'm Subcommander Nadell. Tamer's final actions impressed both the Klingons and the Federation. The time has come for you to decide which of them will be your ally. Starfleet and the Klingons both have sent diplomats to stay here at the flotilla. Talk to them if you have any questions. Then speak to me when you're ready to make your choice.
I think it is wise to listen to all possibilities. Well, let's drop the Klingons first. Tamer's sacrifice showed I cancel that we have a common enemy, that there is such a thing as an honorable Romulan. We honor his memory. Join us. The blood in your veins may be green, but you fight for your people with the courage of a Klingon. The Klingon Defense Force will be proud to give our aid to the Romulan puppet. Together we will hunt the Tal Shiar like the honorless dogs they are. Thank you. To your sacrifice your bravery and honor. We honor his act and we will not forget it. The Prime Directive may tie our hands sometimes, so we recognize and reaching out will help the galaxy. We are ready to recognize the Romulan Republic as a legitimate government free of the Romulan Star Empire. We can help you people. If you accept us as your allies, we'll gladly aid you in the fight against tyranny of the Tal Shiar. We ain't much to do to build a new homeworld. Just tell us what you need. We're ready to help you in construction and the relocation of any willing Romulans to their new home. They can help us great in battle, which right now Tal Shiar is a big concern though, you know? I mean, in Tal Shiar, you know, to fight the Tal Shiar, it is a big problem. He said it himself, his hands may be tied at times due to the Prime Directive. So I'm not entirely sure if the Federation is the way to go right now. I mean, granted, they are going to help rebuild the houses, but transport. But we can kind of do that ourselves too. I'm not going wrong. It'd be awesome to have the Federation as allies, but at the same time, it's like I mean, it's my bad. Oh, I backed out and done it again. I mean, I think I'll go with the Klingon because they're not afraid to go into enemy space if necessary. They'll go where they're meeting if you know, they're pretty much looking for fight all the time. They love to fight, so they only go with the Klingons this time. And yeah.
I'm not afraid of the Tal Shiar.
Tell me about yourself, please. My name is Adele, a former refugee, and like you, I'm trying to help Catan build a new Romulus. I barely remember the homeworld, but I remember the hunger and fear of the years that followed its loss. I watched my father disappear in the bottle of ale. I remember my mother crying night after night when she thought I couldn't hear. We need a new homeworld. We need stability, and we need to put the past behind us. I'll do anything I can to help make that happen. I'm ready to make my decision. Final choice must be yours. But I know you will honor Tamar and serve people well, no matter where you decide to go. So what is it to be then? The Klingons or the Federation? The choice of allegiances cannot be changed. So be Romulan afterwards, but your lion allegiance with Starfleet. I mean, in the end, Starfleet does seem to have big restrictions. It doesn't necessarily mean always big in power. I mean, it says hands will be tied. I saw their hands be tied at like a critical moment, you know, like where it's like absolutely critical. But then again, Klingons always want to. I think I'm going with Federation. I'm going with
Everything the
Federation.
Tal Shiar says is a lie.
Okay, so let's look at Starfleet. Starfleet explores the stars and defends the United Federation with planetary threats. Starfleet officers are dedicated to advancing the Federation's knowledge of the galaxy, exploring strange new worlds, seeking out new life and new civilizations, and boldly going where no man has gone before. You know, actually, that's not correct. They should change it, because it's not where no man, it's where no one has gone before. I changed that with the next generation. Choose an ally will grant you access to restricted locations such as Earth, Space Dock, or Kronos. You will be able to team with other captains who share your allegiance and be given access to their starships. Choosing an ally is a permanent choice. You won't be able to choose a different ally even if you replay this mission. The Klingons. The Klingon Defense Force represents the military might of the Klingon Empire. KDF officers serve by conquering new worlds, battling the Empire's enemies, and undertaking scientific and exploratory missions that will expand the Empire's reach. In return, they gain the glory and honor that a true warrior deserves. I went to Starfleet. Hello there, thank you for joining. Hello there, thank you for joining. Picking the Federation as your ally will grant you access to Starfleet locations such as Earth, Space Dock, and Starfleet Academy. You'll be able to team with the Starfleet captains and fly Starfleet starships if you so choose. You are still a member of the Romulan Republic. You also have all the rights of a Starfleet officer. Once you make the decision, there is no going back. If you choose ally with Starfleet, the Klingon Empire will consider you an enemy. Do you wish to become an ally of Dude, aren't we so close to their territory though? Yeah, whatever. Alright, next one we'll team up with the Klingons and just see how it goes. Time is short. What do you need of me? What is next? Team Marvel was a great man. He touched so many lives among the survivors, and I know he thought very highly of you. I can think of no better way to honor his commitment and sacrifice than by continuing to serve the Romulan people. On to business. The flotilla will be working on beginning settlement of Dua 3, or what we're calling New Romulus. Okay, we got
Congratulations, Centurion.
yay. Okay, that's all I forgot. Wow, okay, I'll have to look at that in a minute. Alright, hello Centurion. I've heard of your recent accomplishments and I've been tasked to make certain that you and the crew necessary to achieve your mission goals. You have the crew, okay. Your ship and crew represent some of the best hopes of the Romulan Republic. Yeah. Please join me here on New Romulus and discuss some promising new officers. Yeah. Okay, I look forward to speaking with you in person. Zarevo, Bridge Officer. Greetings, Captain. My name is Zarevo. There is no room on the RRW terrace for new bridge officer, sir. Okay. Alright, that's what it does then. Yes. I'll read all that, but it doesn't apply. Let's do that as fast loading times, but at the same time it's kind of annoying. Okay, is this? Oh man, I wish I could afford that. That looks so cool. Priority actions. Wait. Return more. Greetings, Cheirok. I am taking over as liaison to Romulan Republic since Tamar is no longer with us. You have proven yourself and earned the respect of your fellow Romulans. With contact from your allies, I'd like to speak with you. Return to the flotilla. Alright. Oh my, why can't she tell me that later? What the heck? Now that, I wish I could have. That's so cool. Okay. Alright, now how do I get... Why can't they just do this before? Like, why couldn't they tell me how to do this before? Okay, so let's look over here. Like, really, like, I just came from here. What the heck?
Did you need something?
Centurion, I'm glad that you're settled into your new ship. As you can't recently done. Wait, new ship. I've had... I guess this is a new ship to me, but okay. We've received word that the miners on Beta Thrider have by Nazcan pirates in the system. The pirates haven't bothered to attack the mining installation, but it's only a matter of time, and they're likely to go after greater traffic in the area. Beta Thrider is a remarkable system, but there's a small public colony there that mines heavy metals necessary for ship construction. I need you to take your new ship to the Beta Thrider system and patrol the area. Just let everyone know the public is watching. Understood. Really, that they... Oh, really? So I left the flotilla just to return to the exact same spot I'd been in the flotilla. Okay, fine, whatever. What is it? Okay, yeah, I was really bordering Klingon space over here, so let's... This is like really... USS Aurora. W2. 9 light years away. Zora Nebula, look at that. That is awesome. Oh man, this is sweet. This game is awesome. I love this game. Rule the might. Scimitar. Centurion. You arrived at the perfect time. Our satellites have picked up several Nazian ships that are in and near the system. They seem to be pirates, bent on harassing freighters. I'm concerned about the possibility of the pirates deciding to beam down and ransack our home. The planets in the system are not particularly habitable, so we're limited to several small underground facilities. It wouldn't be hard for them to send a contingent of troops and take control of our mining operation. Obviously, if this keeps up, we won't have any trade, which will force us to close down this operation and evacuate. A show of the Republic's resolve may be enough to dissuade the pirates. We'll take care of this.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Ah.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Clear ship in range. This is a freighter. Wills Island. We've taken heavy damage from Nazian pirates and need immediate assistance. Repeat, we need immediate assistance.
Is this the free game with gold?
Free game with gold. I don't know what it's called, but I mean, it's a free game, yeah. I give it like 100 gold cards though. I mean, it's really cool. Probably not 100. Out of 10, I'd give it a 9. I'll give it a 10 though, half the time. When people keep their look at me, and I get this game made, I think in 2010, no, 2010, still. I think I updated it. Just sit there. Alright, Greg Phillips. Question mark. Okay. Now, take Raggy Simon. How are you two doing? And it says, thank you once more for your policing efforts, Centurion. It will be a while before we see trouble here again. Speaking of trouble, I thought you might wish to know that freighters on this island came by to trade for supplies. They claim to be carrying mostly perishable delicacies and trinkets, but their holds had no refrigeration systems and they showed a great many compact power signatures. You think they were smuggling weapons? The freighter manifest indicated that they had recently come from the Cheirok system. There's a small Union colony there. You might be able to find answers if you find out who's supplying them. Thank you for the information. I'll bring it up with the Republic Command. You can depart on your order, sir. You should definitely report this to Sub-Commander Dell. Let's go. Bodyguard, man. Odd. None of the colonies that contact the public should be involved in weapons dealing. I'll make a few inquiries. We want to take your new ship over to the Cheirok system in case we need additional investigating done.
Do you think gun running coming out next?
Simon, yes I do. As I keep telling myself, I should really play GTA instead of Star Trek Online, but this game is so much fun. I just can't break away from it, to be honest. I just can't break away from this game. It's so much fun. Alright,
Congratulations, Centurion.
yay, level 12. Dang. This character was like level 2 last night.
I hope so.
So, yeah, I do too. And I mean, honestly, I'm sure we need to sell some vehicles. But I mean, this one is gonna be, like, I don't know. We'll have some fun with it. Hopefully.
STO is so immersive, hard to compare it to most other games.
Who's that? Greg, I agree.
Necessarily better, but it's just such a rich experience, hard to walk away from.
I know. I mean, it is. Greg, do you play this on PS4? Maybe we can get together sometime and play it. But I mean, it is so immersive. It is so. It's not necessarily better. I mean, in a way it is, because it is so immersive. I mean, it's just fun. I mean, it's fun. I mean, I haven't been able to play this in months because, you know, I've been super busy, but now that I can sit down and find the time, I'm going to try to find at least an hour a day to play. But I mean, it is. It is. I mean, there are a few things they probably should do. Particularly when the characters actually talk, they should, you know, actually move their lips. I mean, even if it's not.
STO
like,
is the chance to live the life of a Starfleet officer.
Or a Klingon, or a Romulan, or a Gorn.
So much more fun than my daily life.
Agreed. My daily life is pretty much really boring. Except for every moment I spend with Waffle, that's always fun. Not I mean necessarily, but yeah, I mean it's just, it makes me like, I mean, there's this new Star Trek game that came out for the, it's either came out or it's coming out, but it's for the PlayStation VR. Oh my god.
Work and school keep me restricted to just watching.
Well, school keep me restricted to just watching. Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to live stream this at least once a day if it'll let me. And, you know, PlayStation Network, YouTube kind of was glitchy little last night, yesterday. But there's actually like I said, there's like a new Star Trek game. I mean, obviously, you know, better graphics and all that, but you could be like on the bridge. I wish I had the money for VR in that game. That'd probably be one of the only games I get. I maybe get that Batman game too to see how it is. But let's get on with this little. Greetings, Centurion. I have a new mission for you on behalf of the Republic. We have Tracy Iridian freighter USC back to the Cheirok system. Years ago, the Cheirok system held a Romulan research facility studying Cheirok energy. It was nearby.
I think the new VR, Star Trek Bridge Crew, will do great big ways of the multiplayer aspect.
How does the new VR Star Trek Bridge Crew would be great? Yeah, I agree. I mean, of course, then again, hopefully, I'm just hoping here, maybe there'll be like a single player aspect as well, but maybe they're just like, throwing out the multiplayer aspect, saying, hey, look,
But I
you
hope
can
I
do
am
multiplayer.
wrong about that.
I know, me too. Either way, I want to get it, because I mean, not that I have anybody here in this state that really likes Star Trek, that I know of, that I'm friends with anyway. But I mean, I got a friend that play with me. I mean, but yeah, so I mean, hopefully it does have single player aspects. And I mean, because that's what I do. Is I be throwing out the multiplayer aspect. I'm like, hey, you can do this to other people, but you can also do it by yourself, which is really cool. I mean, if not, then I'm sure they can add that. Granted, it'll probably take a lot longer to update it since it is on a VR and it's not like on a regular console, so it'll be a little bit harder. But yeah, but yeah, so you have to give it a shout. That okay. Facility. Wait, hold on. It was nearly destroyed in a polaric energy explosion. Since then, a colony of Unitians has settled on the planet. Recently, it has become a hotbed of strife. So, what level are you? Like, what did you choose? Did you choose the Klingon, the Romulan, the Federation? What level did you get to? This isn't the first incident we've had with the colony, and we suspect weapons smuggling is occurring. We have heard rumors of one weapons dealer in particular on Cheirok, Riemann. We'd like to make sure that none of the weapons there are going to be turned against New Romulus. We need the RRW Traces to travel to the Cheirok system and investigate these allegations.
We're counting on you.
Alright, before we actually travel there, which I think is actually like right down the street. No, it's not right down the street. Okay, so we'll actually have to win it down. Because I want to upgrade my ship if at all possible. Please, okay, just try to do what I can.
I am keeping my fingers crossed that Star Trek Bridge Crew will be awesome, and Star Trek Discovery will pan out a lot better than people are.
Star Trek Discovery will pan out a lot better than. Yeah, I mean, me too. I mean, because I mean, really, like, I love Star Trek. You could ask anybody in my family. I am a huge fan of Star Trek. Computer. I mean, I am like a huge fan of Star Trek. I mean, I don't know everything about Star Trek. Like, one thing that really, I still look at. I've been trying to figure this out. I mean, of course, again, I'm not the smartest person, probably the dumbest person in the world, but. I mean, because I was watching an episode of Voyager a few months ago, and this still has thrown me off. I don't even know how it's possible. I can't wrap my mind around this. How do you drop an anchor in space? Because see, the thing is, and have it effectively work as an anchor. The whole point of an anchor is you drop it, it latches onto something, and nothing can move you. I mean, you may shake a little bit, but effectively you're gonna stay in the same place. But there's like a ionic storm or something headed towards them, like a big wave or something that would totally throw them back a couple of years or whatever. And so they were going to drop an anchor, but they didn't show dropping the anchor. I'm like, how do you drop an anchor in space and it worked? Because I mean, really, like, I mean, I guess if you dropped it on a new planet, but there wasn't a planet nearby, you know what I mean? It's just, I just can't remember on this. What is this? Plasma dual cannons. Okay, plasma dual cannons. Phaser dual cannons, okay, 4. I will need that, and this dual plasma beam bank. Dual plasma beam bank. Okay, Mark 2, phaser beam array. Alright, there we go. I believe we're almost at our destination. Yeah, okay, you train it? Okay, I do not want to train them. Okay. Gambling armor, gambling armor.
I love Star Trek, but sometimes you just have to turn off logic because the show doesn't always think things through.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'll get to that. Sometimes you just have to turn on the logic. Cause, I mean, but a lot of the times, I mean, like I tell everyone, I mean, hold on, if you stick around for a few more minutes, selling. I just want to make sure you know, because when they're actually talking, I don't want to miss that because they worked hard on it, you know. But anyway, so like I tell everyone, I love Star Trek. I like Star Trek more than Star Wars, and here's why. This is the example I give to everyone. All right, so let's say you have Star Trek and Star Wars, right? Doesn't matter, good, bad, bad, good. Doesn't matter who's in the spot, but they're both in the exact same spot. All right, they're in a canyon, right? They're waiting for backup to come. Now the ship can land behind them, but there's enemies coming, so they're in like it's a cul-de-sac, so to speak. You know, long canyon walls, right? And there's a pathway in front of them, one way in, one way out, right? I mean, because we're by a ship, obviously. But so there's a force of the army of enemy ground troops that are towards them, right? And there's a boulder up on the canyon wall above, right? Now the only way to stay alive long enough for your ship to come pick you up is to get that boulder down and block the path. And you gotta make it land on them or whatever, right? But it has to block the path. So effectively, because you're told that number like 1,000,000,000, right? Star Wars, all you gotta do is use the Force. Done. Whereas Star Trek, you actually gotta figure out how to get that locked down there in time. So you actually gotta use your mind. You're using your mind more, using your actual strength, not just using the Force. And I know Star Wars has actually done a really great job of this. I will admit that they don't use the Force for everything. They do use their mind more often, but I mean, more often than not, they use the Force. They can use the Force just to get from whatever to wherever, So I mean, that's why I like Star Trek more than Star Wars. I mean, I love both of them. They're both awesome, and I really wish that someone would do like a Star Wars game like this. At least if it would have to be a little more immersive, which I actually have a really great idea for a Star Wars game, but it would take a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of hard drive space, like 2 terabytes or something. But yeah, so let's go on with this. Sometime we have a visual on the enemy ships, but they do not see us. We can try to open a hailing frequency with them, or we can launch a premium.
I heard this before you saying it, but it live. What's happening?
Heard this before you saying it, but it's live. What's up? I don't know what's happening. That's weird. You should know, however, that anytime that we give them time to alert any other patrols in the area to our presence. Wait, what is?
I am not much of a Star Wars fan, but Rogue One was.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm always, whenever Disney comes out with the new Star Wars movie, I am so scared they're gonna mess it up. Like, I am so scared to the point where I don't even really, like, I mean, you have the money. Like, you don't have the money, I always wait, like, okay, I don't want to go on, like, I always gotta build my nerves up, I mean, and I'm 19, so I can't just drink alcohol and then go, obviously not drink and drive, because I can't drive either. If I could drive, I wouldn't drink and drive. Like get a cab and go watch the movie. But I mean, like, I'm always nervous. I mean, like, I'm always nervous there's gonna screw it up because I'm just so scared. But yeah, so I mean,
I have a Rogue One Xbox controller.
Nice. I'm not really a fan of Xbox, but that's cool. Anything Star Wars is cool. Alright, yellow alert, we're ready to engage on your order, sir. We recommend we engage the cloaking device. Drop cloak and we are ready to attack. That's cool, okay. So cool you can go cloak. This is awesome. Where am I? I don't even know where I'm at. What the heck?
Episode 9, Return to the Cheirok Adventure.
No, return to the Ewok adventure. Yeah, there you go. That'd be good. That'd be a good movie right there. Ewok movie. Can't go wrong with Ewoks, you know. Unless they attack them, then. A little close. Don't get too close. I don't know how easy to. I'm sure this isn't nothing easy to destroy. Already feel comfortable with that. I'm gonna see your comment for engaged, stars with moves, only have 9 moves. Yeah, that's true. And they don't only have many.
Star Trek has over 30 seasons of episodes and over a dozen movies.
30 seasons of episodes and over a dozen. That is true. They actually have over, I think it was over 1,000. I know there's over 1,000 episodes, like episodes, not including movies. Just episodes of Star Trek. Okay.
Warning.
So now it's happening very quickly. Top of the world. Yeah, I mean...
You get 5435 crit damage.
Alright, a minute.
Been hauling dynamite. LOL.
I guess so. No, this is fun. I mean, this is not an outdoor ship, but I mean, it's just fun. Let me tell you, the cloaking device definitely comes in handy. Let's hold up on that. Let's actually just go. This definitely helps. Like if you start to get like whenever I get like 70% or below, you know, if I can break away for a minute, I'll go to a cloak and then regen a little, and then yeah. Okay, so there's 100 escorts. I'm probably way on. actually did some serious damage than I thought. Trying not to be close to those guys, so I'll be still on that. They're almost down. So we need to regen. Yeah, we're definitely have to wait. Attack these guys. Well, I didn't think so. Yeah, I could probably sit right between them. I learned the hard way. Don't scan anything. Yeah, so I came from behind. Oh, it's basically use that's awesome. It's like this is wow. This game came out like before GTA 5, and the thing is, it's free and it's insane. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can buy, which is really cool. I'm glad they have to buy it because yeah, they make money. Well, of course, I'm kind of also not happy about that because I can't afford it. But yeah, so I'm definitely asking a question on this one. Yeah, okay. If you like what you see here, please
I
go ahead
love
and
how
hit
the
that
cloak
subscribe
lets
button.
you sneak around and better control the pace of the battle.
I know it's awesome, but of course, as I noticed, this makes sense, but it kind of irritated me at first because I didn't realize what was going on. But I think if you get like, I can't remember what it is. I think it's around like 40. I think it's dropped below like 40 or something. Maybe it's still 50. I don't know. And then you use the shield, I don't know, like it's throwing sparks. I guess is the way I could put it. Cause I think I described things so I can tell where you're at and they keep attacking you. So you guys got to cloak. You got to find like the right time to cloak. I was cloaked when I'm like around 70, 75 health. And then unless the enemy is like almost destroyed, then it's like, well, you might as well finish them off. And it's one guy. But yeah, so if like you see here, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I know I'm about to attack in a minute. I just want to make sure because the last time I tapped 100%, it wasn't really 100%. So I'm kind of what my attacking? That's gonna heal too right now.
I have to get back to work. Have fun in Romulan space.
Alright, thanks, man. Please hit that subscribe button so next, so you can kind of know when hopefully you'll know when I go live. I don't know. Not sure if it should work. The notification
If
button
you
as well.
haven't seen it yet, Starfish 1 made a great STO vid a few months back with ships.
Actually, I'll have to look for it on YouTube in a minute. I should get 100% done it.
It's called Ships of the Line 2017. On
Alright, sweet. I'll look for that. I'm not actively out of this battle, but
good luck.
thanks,
And
man. I
live long
appreciate it.
and prosper.
Live long and prosper. Drop right here.
Hopefully I can catch up with you again when you are lost instruction streets.
Alright, the gnome sitting right there. Yeah, catch up to you and your place. Alright, thanks, man. I appreciate it, and hopefully next time you join, I'll be blasting more stuff in space, and hopefully they won't be blasting me instead, as they seem to almost be doing here. Yeah, I need to acquire some shield upgrades or something. Oh no, you don't. You're not getting 100%.
Ship under attack.
On the planet is secured. Drop it into a steady orbit. Sensors have picked up an area near John. On the site on the surface that has been blocked from our scans. They're definitely hiding something. Moving down the area, but I would even expect some sort of trap. I don't know. As we wait for our shields to actually, reach. Yes. Reach full. I think we should definitely scan this up because I want our shields to reach full. So I'm afraid of the glitch out would be like, hey, There you go. Not sure what that is. It's really weird. Really good crater. Let's go. Launch. If you want launch. That's 9:55, so it's not really time for launch. Control, we're able to get a better read of the colony down here on the ground. The colony seems primarily made up of Uranians. It's not technically weapons, but our sensors are still jammed by something on the ground. Our best option would be to ask the colonists for permission. Understood. Read the Roman Republic. No, go ask someone else. I don't want this place. How about you? The colony? Yeah, it's nice. Nothing unusual going on. Here we go. Leave us alone, right? Go bug the guy in charge. What do you? The guy in charge is past the gate. Room and go talk to him. Welcome to my colony, Centurion.
We have nothing to hide.
You look so mad. You're like, oh, you're here. I don't like it. I don't like your Romulans. Ah, another refugee of Romulus. Welcome. I'm the leader of this small group band. You call me Lortrix. I assume you were behind destroying those hero ships around the planet. We're all very thankful for that. Here, Regina have been bothering us for quite some time. I'd hate to think what would have happened if you didn't arrive when you did. What do you do here on this colony?
We're simply trying to survive.
We mainly supply merchant ships with various minerals, and we have a small ore refining operation. It's not much, but it keeps us alive. The Herogen have been harassing us for quite some time, unfortunately. They want to use our facility to manufacture weapons. You and I both know what's coming of that, Sunshine, and no one here wants to get involved in someone else's war. You understand, don't you? I don't believe your story, Lortrix. I apologize, there has been something to make you distrust us. That's it, engineer listen to buy. He's honest to the point of conflict. He and I have had our disagreements, but I can rely on him to always give his opinion. Why don't you speak to him? I'll work with you. Very well, I'll speak with your chief of the team. I'll do what I can to help do something. Why are you turning around? Oh, okay. I thought he said that I was following him. I didn't realize that, you know, he was following me. Like, why can't everyone's like lead the way? Like, really? Greetings, Centurion. I overheard a conversation with Lortrix. From all over there, you got some really good hearing. God damn. I can assure you that the colony is not doing any sort of business with the Herogen. We get better keep food in our mouths and the mind running, let alone supply massive weapons from spaceships. We're doing our best here to limit the resources, but at times even that isn't good enough. Just the other day we had an accident that destroyed half of our mining equipment, leaving us crippled until the next merchant ship passes through. What we want were the ones that need help. We're not in much shape to help anyone else. I'll take that into consideration. Box of clothes. Yay, I need clothes. Ore, and then the next one is weapons, right?
I bought a yacht on top issues, so hope it wasn't a waste of money, lol.
I don't know what it is, it may or may not be the waste. Wait, what did I find here? A cache of food, okay. Let's go speak with this.
Go ahead, dig
No, what do you want? You said? I'm not about anyone. I swear.
Top, I mean.
And here which one you got the Piskies. I can't remember which one the Piskies is. I'm not suspicious for someone not bothering anyone. I'm sorry, look, they told me to send a message when we were done scanning the cargo. I don't know anything. I don't know why they told me that. All I know is that I see people using the consoles nearby. That's it. Security camera. You need to deal with it first, so don't cause any more trouble. Man, I have to look at to see which one with. But yeah, so Also could be that. When the camera looks rickety, you can disrupt this circuitry with the tricorder. Sometimes tricorder scans are picking up a heavy concentration of electromagnetic gamma readings southeast of our location. According to this computer, the colony buildings in that area are residential dwellings. I find that unlikely. The amount of radiation detected will be unhealthy for most species, so hide it. Well, check it out. Prepare yourselves. Which one's closest? Is... Okay, before we go any farther, I'm not sure if we... Let's go back and speak with Central. Yep. Wait. Hold on. Eric, hey, I'm feeling sick right now. Do you think you can help me out here? I appreciate it a lot. Doing that and all that. I see that I don't like to try to go to cancel. Trans also be like, sorry. If I can't. Oh yeah, look at that. Should be manifest. This colony is supplying weapons to Herigen. They're receiving weapons from other colonies scattered about the neutral zone and across this entire sector. And with preset targeting information, some of these weapons can be used against public-friendly targets. Centron, my tricorder just registered an odd low-band subwave signal. I think access to this computer may have triggered something. Yeah, we're about to get a big fight right here.
We have them trapped in the warehouse.
Excellent. Activate the transport inhibitors to stop them from beaming out.
Very well. Do you have any further orders?
Just stay out of our way while we subdue the prey.
Oh yeah, I was out with me. 4, okay. Whoa. The gun is glitching out though. It's really... Oh, what? Wait. Well, and my own crewmate, that makes no sense. I'm not entirely sure what those are, those are not. Really? Ah, here it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, okay, so now I just do is destroy them. What do I do? Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought, so I started attacking them.
You cannot understand the choices we must make.
Very good, Centurion. Very good. Do you think this will change anything? I spare people in the Republic of Cheirok. To your own people, to die like this. Why are you doing this? Terrorists, you care nothing for the common people. The Tal Shiar, they protect us, make us stronger. You either choose a side or you die. Surrounded by the dogs everywhere, supported by no one. Even in death I stand, by my choice. Leave me to die. The situation is developing. We are tracking multiple enemy ships on approach at high warp and estimate they will be in the system within a few minutes. For your safety, we would like to request that you return to the bridge immediately. Oh, well, I must be the captain. I mean, obviously, here it is. The captain. Well, not the captain, I don't know. Centurion, the incoming fleet will be on us at any moment. Looking forces to be here shortly, but not before we're under attack. There is a deactivated turret nearby. We can load it and use it to help us hold out during once we arrive. Not at all want to believe it. Okay. can't answer around. It's annoying. Okay, I've got to say, you Romans sure know how to throw a party. I haven't felt a rush like that in quite some time. Finish up anything here and warp out. I'll check back with the command. Don't take too long or I might just take some credit for myself. Understood.
I can tell you the truth.
Ah, great, really? Can we all... yeah, whatever. Cheirok, when you chipped our monitoring program with a strong fire ship being investigated. Artel said you were a part of the terrorist cell, and you're not. But your actions here suggest otherwise. I'm here to make you an offer. Renounce your terrorist allies and come with me and fight for the glory of the Romulan Star Empire. I'm authorized to grant you amnesty for your past crimes if you reassert the Empire again. If you agree, we would like you to remain with Titan's terrorist self for the time being. Trust you until you gather would be very valuable. The Empire rewards its loyal children well, but also punishes its enemies. Consider your decisions carefully, Cheirok.
Charva. You can't trust her. I know her too well for that. We grew up together. I was her friend. But that's all over. It ended the day she joined the Tal Shiar.
Why the Tal Shiar watching me? Surveying cameras with you. I should have known. You're one of us, Cheirok. Child of the lost world. Tal Shiar keeps a close eye on this colony. And when you started poking around in the weapons facility on Cheirok, you took one of our security programs. You saw what happened to Lord Trix. He sacrificed his heritage and his life. What? Take orders from the head again? I can't begin to fathom that, throwing away everything in exchange for something so small. I'm here to make sure you do not do the same. I have no reason to trust anything you say. You don't understand yet, but you will. The Romulan Republic is a terrorist organization. Titan and his followers are inciting Romulans and Ravens to take up arms against the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire. Think about it. The military and the Tal Shiar are the only means of guaranteeing security for those of us who survive the destruction. The military has the ships and the manpower. Tal Shiar has the information and intelligence network. In this new homeworld, the Titan wants is an illusion. Why start over in contested space in the Federation and the Klingon Empire? Why would Titan choose a system in such a turbulent and dangerous area unless he knew that he could guarantee that they wouldn't risk attacking him? He certainly isn't going to do that with pretty words. Titan is a diesel man. The public has diplomatic ties to the Federation and the Klingon Empire. Titan may be fooled, but don't just take my word for it. See for yourself. Why do you think that Cheirok is shipping weapons? They're not the only colony world involved in this kinds of operations. You think that this sort of business wasn't going on elsewhere? Perhaps even on Vernet, right under your nose. Titan's only showing you where you want to see the sea. I can show you a thing the public is trying to hide. Believe me, or don't. You don't have to trust me. Just trust the evidence. You're ready to learn more. I'll be ready to show you. I don't trust you. This conversation is over. Center of the ship has gone to work. The chief medical officer reports that electrics didn't make it. He tapped the medical team because they were the enemy. He was sedated for treatment, but he was too far gone. He went to talk to Terminal Tal Shiar.
There's a lot I have to say about Charva. As you may have guessed, we used to be quite close. There's a lot of history between us, but all that's really important is that we went separate ways. She thought that the Tal Shiar could ensure security for our people, and I didn't. It's just bringing up a lot of old feelings.
What do you know about Cheirok?
There's a lot I have to say about... As I mentioned, we have a turbulent past. We grew up together. Once, I thought we might have a future together. Those were in the dark years after the destruction of the homeworld. We survived, but it tore us apart. I just wanted to make a new start. She was convinced that nowhere was safe. She kept talking about working with the military or the Tal Shiar. I argued that the only way we'd be safe was to be able to stand up for ourselves. There's a lot I have to say about Charva.
What do you think of the claims?
I don't believe Datan is a terrorist. I think he's an idealist who's trying to come to terms with the chaos. Datan would never knowingly sanction violence, especially against innocents. He doesn't even like us fighting the Tal Shiar, although he sees the need. But Datan isn't the only person making decisions in the Republic. Maybe there are some people who see the Republic as their chance to have a little revenge. I don't know. I think Charva is wrong about Datan and the Republic, but that doesn't mean it's outside the bounds of possibility that someone has taken things too far, or has a secret program that Datan doesn't know about. If she knows something that we don't, we should try to find out what it is. There's a lot I have to
Can
say
we
about...
trust her?
Well, Charva's not a bad person. At least she wasn't. But she is misguided. She's turned a blind eye to the excesses of the Tal Shiar, and she probably doesn't even know about most of them. The Tal Shiar are masters of propaganda, after all. I think that anything she tells us is going to be something that the Tal Shiar wants us to hear. We should gather our own evidence and draw our own conclusions. There's a lot I have to say about...
Alright, let's go. Bodies are stressing syndrome. We'll pass this along to our public command. As for Sharva, I think the best course of action right now is to wait for her next move. If she is really desperate to make her case, we'll contact you again. If she does, keep me informed.
Congratulations, Centurion.
Anyway, now you weren't involved personally, but Titan was using your colony, among others, part of his terrorist network. I've seen Kalashtar documents saying that the internet was a prime site for weapons development. And so, anyway, with it, and you're so grieving the loss of your home, and that's your friends. I know what that's like. Now you need to go back there and find the proof so they'll know the true nature of the man you're working for. Return to your home colony of for the first time as a month. Why not? It's still making no this. So what it is, I'm gonna get there and then I'm gonna do this video. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go to I don't know. But I'm gonna end this video because it has been a little bit longer than I thought it should have been. So as far as this game is and what I really want to just like keep breaking up and keep going on with the missions. We're right here, it's 11 light years away. I'm not part of the Federation, which I most wanted to clean, and now I'm still in Romulan space. But I can warp, right? Trans warp, Oh, that's right, I can freaking trans warp the new Romulan system, man. Different times. Hopefully that much closer to my destination, you know? Ah, look at that. That is the USS Triton IV. That is the Enterprise class NCC 4222. They just got off one. Okay. The objective. I'll figure out how the heck to get out of here and make videos, so stay tuned for the videos, hit the subscribe button. As always, we will catch you later. Thank you all so much.